Hey everyone, welcome to Make It Spooky with Walmart. My name is Jessie, and today we'll be making this milk jug skeleton using our hot knife tool and FolkArt Super Glow. So here's the supplies you'll need for this upcycling project. At least 5 recycled jug containers, our Plaid hot knife tool, FolkArt Super Glow, some zip ties, and then you'll also need a sponge to apply the Super Glow and a hole punch to attach our milk jugs together. So this is a pattern that I drew. You can find it on plaidonline.com for free, so you can print it out and trace it and use it to make your very own milk jug skeleton at home. So I'm gonna skip to the bones here, and I'm gonna show you how to cut it out and transfer it onto your milk jugs. So I've just got some scissors here. I'm gonna cut it down so it's a little bit smaller. And you can see here it says in the pattern, we're gonna repeat this 4 times. And what that means is you need to cut out 4 of this shape on your milk jugs. So you'll need 4 pieces for your final skeleton. So I've got my little piece of my pattern here too. Another thing to note is that these gray circles are where we're gonna use our hole punch later on the milk jug skeleton. So you can transfer it now when you trace your pattern, or you can just use it as reference for later on when you're punching those holes. So find an open spot on your milk jug, and we're just gonna lay it down. I'm gonna grab my permanent marker so it writes on the plastic. And I'm going to just trace that lightly. Make sure it doesn't move. You could even tack it down with some tape if that's easier for you, if you're afraid of it moving around while you're trying to transfer. But I'm just gonna hold it in place. And you're gonna do this for all of the pieces of your pattern. So like I said, some of them will be multiple times, some of them will only be once, but you need to make sure that you have all of your pieces of your pattern cut out from your milk jugs. So now that I have that transferred on, what I'm going to do to cut my milk jug is to use my Plaid hot knife. So this is really great for cutting through plastic because it's much quicker and easier than using a regular craft knife. I'm gonna carefully start cutting on my line. I'm gonna make sure you go all the way through the plastic. You can see it kind of just like melts the plastic as it's cutting, so it makes the whole process really fast and clean. And this is what it should look like when you're done. So once you have all of your pieces cut out of your milk jugs, we're gonna be using FolkArt Super Glow to paint them. This is our most glow-in-the-dark paint. So when you turn your lights off, you'll be able to see this whether it's day or night. So I'm gonna use a little sponge here. And I'm just gonna apply the paint to the milk jug pieces. And the reason I'm using a sponge is so I get a really even coat and you don't see any brush strokes when it's glowing in the dark. This is my favorite way to apply our FolkArt Super Glow. So once you've hole punched all of your pieces according to the pattern that, like I said, you can find on plaidonline.com, we're gonna attach them with our zip ties. You wanna leave a little bit of space. You don't wanna zip them too tightly because you wanna leave room for our skeleton to dangle. We're gonna cut off the excess. For more project ideas and inspiration, go to plaidonline.com.